Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Radke Show. I'm Melissa Radke. Hope you're doing good this Tuesday morning. I am doing the best I can to just not melt. I'm holding it together, everybody. I'm doing the best I can to just not stinking melt. I heard on the national news, good morning, Tracy Stafford and Denise Harlan and Kelly Monte and Chris Young, and good morning, and Paul is here. I'm so glad y'all are here. I heard on the national news that summer doesn't actually even start until Thursday. Like actual summer. Like this is not even summer, everybody. This is not even summer. And that is absolutely terrifying to me. In fact, I wish that we had, 500 people on right now because I have got a problem and I need y'all to help me with it. I really, truly do. And I'm going to share. Good morning, everybody that's hopping on right now and saying good morning. Good morning. I have got a problem. So it is and by the way, let me just interject with, normally the Radke Show is 2 people and it will be 2 people very soon, but he's just moving really slow this morning. We're going to give him a break. We're going to give him a big fat break. He's going to be here in just a few minutes, but he's taking his time and I don't blame him one bit. He's doing good. He's going to be here. He's just moving a little bit slow. You guys, good morning from Weatherford, Texas. This is pre-summer warm-up. This is Texas just doing some warm-ups. This is Texas just doing some squats, okay? Getting ready for the real cardio. But you guys, I have this issue. I have an issue, and I am embarrassed to talk about it, but I need help now. And I know that I'm funny, and y'all think I'm joking half the time, and I am. You normally can't take anything I say serious. But I got a real issue now. Okay. When you have a hot flash, the doctor has told me you'll know it's a hot flash because it comes from here. He's like, no, I mean, everybody's different. For instance, my Aunt Melba, several years ago, when she was going through menopause, she had terrible hot flashes. And you guys, it would be at the back of her neck. And her hair, I kid you not, would be dripping wet. So I realize it's different from everybody. But standard is that a hot flash will come from here, right? It'll emanate from the chest and move up. And that's why women are fanning their face and they're like, I'm having a hot flash now. And that has happened to me on occasion. I've never had the one that's at the back and then my hair just gets really wet. I've not had that one. But y'all, the past probably 4 weeks, 3 weeks maybe, I have started having them when I sit down in my chair, in my butt. Yesterday, I went to lunch with a girlfriend, just her and I. We went to this little place, had lunch, we're having a great time. And I started feeling the sweat drip into my sandals. It was going down my thighs, down my legs, and into my shoes. And she was just talking and talking and talking. And I thought to myself, I can't sit here much longer because the back of my dress is already going to look like I used the bathroom on myself. Let me just put it this way. When I got home, so I drove from the restaurant in town all the way home, air on high, and I have heat in my leather seats or air conditioning in my leather seats. And I had the air conditioning on high in my seats, right? I came in and I said, David, fill this dress. And he goes, did you just take that out of the dryer or something? It's not finished. And I said, no, I wore it till lunch. It was soaking wet in the back. What do I do, y'all? What do I do about this? I have a chair that I sit in at my vanity where I get ready, and I don't have a cushion in it. Well, that's going to have to change. I got to buy myself a cushion because I'm just slip sliding all over that chair. Now, y'all, this is a real problem. everywhere. And the thing is, it's embarrassing if you go to get up and your friends happen to look down and it looks like you've wet in a chair. I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm going to look at y'all. Lisa Watson said, I've never had a hot flash. So she's no longer invited to come and be on here in the mornings. I hope you've enjoyed your time here. We've enjoyed getting to know you, but you're dead to us now. See, Deb's always came from the back of her neck. Tanya says, I'm miserable all the time. Stephanie said it starts at the small of the back. That's not what I've ever heard, though. I've always heard it starts, the doctor told me it would come from right here. Get your hormones checked. Y'all know I'm seeing a hormone doctor. I'm on a million different medicines for my hormones. They've taken more blood from me than a turnip. Depends. No, Carolyn, not depends, because that's not where it's coming from. It's coming from the top back of my thighs. Like the meaty part. Okay? The meaty part of my thighs. I mean, that's where it's coming from. It starts there and then it just slips down my leg. I'm like, what do I sit on in the car? I mean, I've got an air conditioner on in my seats, for Pete's sake, and I'm still sweating through my clothes. And we're not even in summer, y'all. Of course, hot flashes don't have anything to do with summer, but let me just say this. Summer ain't helping either. Okay, summer's not helping either. So I was just wondering if any of you guys have ever had this issue and what you've done about it. Like, I guess at home I could sit on ice packs, but what do you do when you're out and you're with people and you're sitting at a restaurant, right? I was at my Aunt Melba's the other day and she has a wooden chair, and I was sitting in a wooden chair giving her a makeover, doing her makeup. And when I stood up, she said it looked like I had peed in the chair. And she said, ew, Meredith, look at this. Look what she left in this chair. I said, okay, I'm not leaving it in your chair. Okay, it's just me sweating. She said, oh, that is so gross. At least mine used to be on the back of my hair. I said, that was no better. That was no better. Maybe wear some moisture wicking bike shorts. Hey, now that's not a bad idea. Moisture wicking bike shorts. I wonder if that would help. Mine started on the back of my neck and I could literally feel it climb over my head and down the front like I was on fire. Oh, that would be so miserable. Oh, thank you, Irma, for the go to the bathroom and wipe down. I'll never be able to finish a lunch with my friends. I'll never be able to. It's just all the time. But anyway, I was wondering if you guys had, and I have talked to my doctor about this. We are adjusting some things right now. I just went in for blood work 2 weeks ago. We are adjusting things right now, but I am in the throes of it. And it is not comfortable. Order the cooling bike shorts. I'm gonna let you guys know. Didn't know that was a thing. But I'm gonna get on Amazon right now and I'm gonna write cooling bike shorts so that I don't forget. Chill in this soft and comfy bike short. Okay, am I going to see anti-wicking or water wicking? Am I going to see something like that? Because right now, all I'm seeing is just bike shorts, and that's just another layer of crap on me. Okay? That's just another layer of something on me. I need moisture wicking. All right, I'll look it up. Cooling bike shorts. Wow, I have bike shorts and a cushion. Okay, Katrina. Like I go everywhere in my bike shorts with my donut. All right, I put it in there. Well, I will tell you guys this. I wonder if David has noticed this. I swear we go in seasons in marriage where he'll be the first one asleep and I'll be up for an hour. And then we'll go in another season where I'm the first one asleep. But right now we are going through a season where I am the first one asleep. I'm asleep every night before him. And maybe it's because recently he's been having surgeries and he's been sleeping a lot. And so at night, maybe he's not as tired. I don't know. It's also because the dadgum college baseball series is going and the man won't go to sleep until they have finished all of their innings and done all the things. Okay. And the sportscasters have talked to him and then they've interviewed the mom and dad in the stands. But David, I was just talking about, I was wondering if you have noticed that I now go to sleep before you. Have you noticed this? And I'm going to tell you, I also go to sleep facing a different direction than I ever have before. You notice that?
Maybe the going to sleep part, but I think it's just because the game, been watching baseball games and all that kind of stuff, but I now face a different direction. I normally go to sleep on my right side, and now I'm going to sleep on my left, and I'm going to tell you why. That's the best fan I have ever owned in my life. And you know, in 30 years of marriage, how many fans have we gone through? That is the best fan. And I don't know what it is I love about it, except that it's a good blow. Okay. It's a good blow, but it's not like a tornado. Okay. It's not a tornado. It's a good blow. It's enough sound to have a fan, but quiet enough to not be obnoxious. We can still hear the TV over it when it's on high. And it is a remote control. So the fan is a little bit away from my bed, but I can remote control it. And I am telling you, I can remote control everything. If the fan, look at here, David, if the fan is supposed to be directly on me, but I bumped it, let's just say, or the kids bumped it, and it's like this, oh yeah, that remote control, you can tell it exactly where you want to move it. You can't? Oh, I didn't know that.
There's nothing it can't do.
That's pretty fancy.
When I was cooking the other day for Father's Day, I said, Rocco, bring me my fan. And he just unpops the top of it and brings it and sits it on the table. And it's just a tabletop fan. And then he takes it back and then he clicks it on and now it's a big fan again. Oh my gosh, it's the best fan. No, it is not one from Costco. Actually, you know what, Chris? The one I got is called the Shark Flex Breeze, and I got it at QVC. I went to Costco the other day and they were selling the Shark Flex Breeze, and I stood by it. And when people would walk by and look at it, I would say, this is a really good fan. I have one. You should get it. I don't know how many I sold for Costco. Probably not a lot. But yes, they do have it. I wanted that fan, but dang, it's expensive. It is not cheap. It is not cheap. But y'all, I'm going to tell y'all something. I know it is so worth it. My mother-in-law came over for dinner the other night, had to go get it, popped the top off, came and sat it on the table so it could blow on me while we were having dinner. And she laughed at me, but I don't care. I'll take it. I can take the laughter. That thing is amazing. And it goes with me everywhere. And if I'm in the bath, it's with me in the bath. If I'm cooking, it's with me cooking. And if I'm back in bed, it's there. Yep, I know, because it kept me cool while I was doing an install there the other day. It's amazing. It's such a great fan. We got our daughter one for her dorm room. Since then, we bought another 3 more. Jody, did you use my freaking code? How dare you buy 4 of them and not use my code? I'm going to need a yes or no. I'm going to need a yes or no. David's putting the link up right now for you guys. Jody, I'm going to be so mad at you. You better take them back. Okay.
Okay, the way that I'm putting it up is just the only thing I can do this quickly.
Mm-hmm. It'll go to my collection.
Yeah.
Okay. It'll go to my collection and you can see it from there and you can get it. But no, I don't want no bladeless fan. I don't trust that. Okay. This is the one I want and it's amazing. And if you have hot flashes, I don't know why you're sitting on this. I don't know why you're sitting on it. Good.
So I just posted it. However,
I'm glad they're sold out. I'm hoping that was on me.
However, they do have this one.
With the Insta-Cool misting, that's mine. Mine has the Insta-Cool misting.
Oh. Okay.
I just don't, I don't use it.
Oh, okay. Then you linked the wrong.
Did I link the wrong one?
Yeah.
Well, link that one for them really quick. Oh, you don't know how to do that. You don't know how to do that, David. You don't know how to do that. Only I do. I'll do it in a second. Don't worry about it. Although, you know, oh, you don't have it on your phone. Anyway, it's really great. That's not what I came here to tell you. Make sure today that you guys have signed up for my email. I imagine that you all have substack.melissaradke.com, something like that you've signed up for it. I have a 14-minute video going out today. 14 minutes of me doing my Jones Road makeup. Okay? And exactly what you should do. Now, I'm here to tell you, I do not have anything. I have no makeup on my face today, except this is a day when I knew I wasn't doing a lot of filming. I was doing work and I was going to be at home most of the day. So all I have on my face right now is the Miracle Balm. I just take a little bit, rub it in my fingers, and then put it all over my face or just in some certain spots. And I have a little bit just to give me a little bit of a glow. That's it. That's how wonderful the Miracle Balm works. You can use that on days that you're just going to be around the house. But check out that today. It's a 14-minute video on me walking you through it. So for those of you who are like, oh, I've been curious about that makeup, I wasn't sure about it, I'll tell you how to get it, how to keep it on, and you will end up loving it. So make sure that that's happening. I have an interesting question for you guys today. I was just watching the news and they were saying that if you will remember back when Top Gun 2, the really, really great one that just came out like 2 summers ago, remember Miles Teller? He played Goose's son. Miles Teller, y'all know who he is. Really nice looking kid. Okay. Miles Teller is now doing another remake of an old movie. So that was a remake of like Top Gun. This is a remake of a movie starring Richard Gere and Deborah Winger called An Officer and a Gentleman. And I have never seen this movie. I have never seen An Officer and a Gentleman. Has anybody ever seen it? The women on the news were like, oh yeah, so that was a good one, but I've never seen it. And they're remaking it, and he's going to play Richard Gere's role. Oh, you love that movie? I didn't know. I've never seen it, but I'm going to tell you. Oh, they're like, you have to see it. Okay, but I love Miles Teller so much. I love him so much. I think he's such a good actor that now I honestly want to just wait and watch the new one. I don't know who Deborah Winger's role is going to be, but really? You've watched it several times? Okay. My question to you guys was, what remake would you like to see? What is a remake from the 80s, early 90s? Can you believe that? Can you believe we were now talking about remakes from the early 90s because that's how old we are? What remake would you like to see? They're wanting me to see this one, David. They're wanting me to see An Officer and a Gentleman with Richard Gere because they want me to give Richard Gere the credit he deserves.
You've never really been a big Richard Gere fan, have you?
I haven't. I mean, I think there's a movie that I love. Pretty Woman. He's in that one. That's a movie I love. But I mean, no, I've never been a huge Richard Gere fan.
I've never seen The Officer and a Gentleman. I think it's funny that when you said that, the first thing that came to my mind is movies that they should not remake.
Oh,
So be thinking about that one because I have one that immediately came to mind. But what is the? Is it A Few Good Men? What is the Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson and
A Few Good Men?
You
can handle the truth.
I think that could be. Not that it wasn't an amazing movie.
It was a great movie.
But there's so much more technology now. There's so much more world stress now or whatever. I think they could really do that.
They could do that. But who would play Jack Nicholson's role? Jeez, he was so great in that movie. You know, this is an interesting comment. Amy,
the guy off of HBO series, The Head of the Family.
Oh, the guy from Succession?
Yeah. What's his name?
Oh, my Lord. Yeah.
He could play a terrible guy like that.
Amy Roberry made this comment, and I want to say something to it. She said, I hate remakes because I like the originals best. They need to be creative and come up with more new stuff. I have a comment for that. And you're going to think I'm being like mean to Amy. And I don't know, but let me just say this. From someone who is a creative writer, that is such a difficult thing to do, Amy. There's nothing new under the sun. Literally, there's nothing new under the sun. So to say, I mean, and granted, I hate Hollywood. I don't agree with the thing they do. But to say y'all need to just keep writing new stuff is like really hard. That's really hard. And what ends up happening is then people go, that movie wasn't very good. The writers for that movie were, well, that's because everything has been done. And sometimes I see, like, I got really.
Even when you think, oh, this is a great new movie, what a great new idea.
It is taken
Nine
from
times
something.
out of 10, it's taken from some show that didn't really do well, but it was a cool concept.
Absolutely.
Or a book, or, I mean, 9 times out of 10, it is created from
something. Now I get frustrated because I probably love TV more than movies. If I could be in one or the other, I would be in TV. I love TV. And I would get frustrated when they would be remaking television shows, but then I just realized they're not really remaking them. They're just getting the cast together and doing like a reading. Remember where that was happening a lot during COVID? That was so weird. But I'm kind of like Amy is about movies. I'm like, don't rehash, just come up with new stuff. But it still would be so hard, wouldn't it? Hey, let's come up with a show about a guy who moves in with 2 girls. Oh, wait, Three's Company. I know. We could do one about a small town sheriff. Wait, Justified, Longmire, Andy Griffith. I mean, like.
But I liked what they did with the new Frasier.
I didn't.
Where it's not recreating. It's just like when Cheers went off. They didn't try to recreate Cheers. They found this character and went, okay, this can really do something. And then Frasier blew up. And instead of like recasting or let's go back and, they just followed the storyline. Now, I'm not saying the new one is as good as the old one. However, I do like it well enough. And so I like the progression than that. I hate when they remake movies like too soon. Like if a movie has been released definitely in the last 10 years, but maybe even the last 20 years, it's not, there should like be, Congress needs to pass something. You cannot remake a movie if it's not so old. Like our local little downtown theater, I don't know if that was a one night or they've been showing it, but they, Remy and Miller went to go watch Jaws. They'd never seen Jaws. And they said, yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, it was kind of dated. When was it made? Like in the 90s? I'm like, oh, like, what was it? Late 70s, early 80s, something like that. And so, yeah, a movie made then, it didn't translate.
For sure.
So well now. So remake that one.
Yeah.
But you didn't ask me the one movie that should never be remade under any circumstances.
What do y'all think? What is y'all's best guess that David is going to say? Now, I'm going to give you my best guess, and it's going to be correct. But what is the one movie that David is going to say should never be remade? Actually, I might be wrong, because if it's the movie I'm thinking of, it could be remade easily. It could be remade and be wonderful. So I have to be wrong.
I'm not saying it couldn't be. I'm just saying they should not.
They should not remake The Sound of Music. I would agree with that. Like, don't remake The Sound of Music. Don't remake Pretty Woman ever. Agree. That's a good one. The Hunt for Red October, Breakfast Club. They could remake Breakfast Club tomorrow. I've never even seen 16 Candles.
Water something. I can't remember the last part.
I think David would say
Waterworld?
I think David would say Field of Dreams. I've never seen Pretty in Pink.
Field of Dreams could be close.
They should never. I need them to remake Pretty Woman before I would ever let them remake Rocky. That would be a travesty.
But see, what they've done with Rocky, I think, has been the best option. They have remade Rocky.
No, they went
called,
Creed.
It's called Creed.
Creed.
Yeah. So, but it's the same type storyline with some obviously little differences. But so that to me is how you should do it. Not make, they're at the Piney Woods nursing home and they're going to go at it. No.
I think the movie David is going to say is going to be Hoosiers.
Boom! Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
David, it could be remade easily.
Nope. When you hit perfection the first time, don't touch it. Don't mess with it. Don't mess with it.
David.
You just can't,
David.
Don't touch it.
David, what is his name?
Gene Hackman?
Okay. Gene Hackman is a great actor, but they could easily replace Gene Hackman with one of these great actors from today. And they could do that whole cast again. And it's just because it means something to you.
No. And there's no chance that they wouldn't jack with the storyline.
That's what you wouldn't like. This modernized storyline where, well, I'm not even going to say it, but there's modernized storyline where there's like social issues of today are on the court.
Right. If
and
you want to
David's
see
like, no, I want a movie that's set in the 50s.
If you want to watch that, what's that show we love? It's the kids that play tournament basketball.
Yeah, I don't remember. It's on Apple TV. It's great.
Yeah. Then watch that. That's a great basketball show. It has some of those social issues. All for it. Don't touch Hoosiers.
Don't touch Hoosiers. Mm-mm. Okay. What do y'all say don't touch? Sound of Music, Pretty Woman. We've got Stand By Me. Andrea Hayden thought you were going to say The Shape of Water. I'm going to say...
They shouldn't make that, but that's for a totally another movie. That's because they shouldn't have made it to begin with.
I'm going to say, I don't know how you could get any better, any more classic than Goonies.
Oh, yeah.
I thought Goonies was so good. But again, we have so many talented young kids out there. They could easily remake that movie. Could you imagine if Steven Spielberg did it today? How grandiose it would be with CGI and all that kind of stuff. But it was just so nostalgic for me. Goonies makes me so happy. It just makes me so happy. Don't touch it.
Now, that makes me think of another one. I don't think The Sandlot should ever be touched.
Oh, Sandlot.
I don't
That's
think
a
it
good
should
one.
be touched.
E.T. Don't touch it. E.T. Don't touch that one.
Yeah, The Sandlot is just that classic, and it was such a snapshot in time. To be honest, I don't know if you can go to many towns now and find, 8, possibly 9 kids that would meet every day to play baseball like that.
For real.
So it would be a little disingenuous.
Okay, Emily Gibbs brings up a great one. They're coming out, should be here in the next couple of weeks, a new Twister. Okay, remember Bill Paxton, thank you, and Helen Hunt did Twister, and now they're coming out with a new one starring the guy from Top Gun 2, Glenn Powell. And he was in The Hitman, which we watched this past weekend on Netflix. Good movie. Should check it out. What do you mean the new Twister isn't a remake?
Well, they're not trying to go back in time and do the exact same movie. It's about Twisters.
It's a different take on a remake.
It's about Twisters, and it's, I'm sure they're going to throw back some references or whatever. But yeah, no, this isn't like, okay, we're going to go hide in the basement now or what. I
bet that actually is a sentence that is said in this new movie. Where else are they going to hide?
Well,
but in a basement. Okay, I didn't know that. I thought he was literally taking on Bill Paxton's role and she was taking on Helen Hunt. But no, all right, whatever, man. No. I didn't like the first one.
He's like, you didn't? I thought you really liked that.
I think at the time I liked it. I would, if I've never seen it again nor thought of it. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it just is not a movie that ever stuck out in my head. Okay. She said it's a new story, and I think the child of Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton is the lead. If she's right. And Mary Lopez says, I'm giving you the side eye for thinking The Hitman was good. I would like to retrace my steps on that one. I don't think The Hitman was good. I thought The Hitman was a fine Netflix movie. But David was so excited to watch it because it got like 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, meaning it was, that it was
did really well
review-wise, by critics. I was just, it was a fine Friday night Netflix movie. Thank the good Lord in heaven I didn't pay money to go see it in a theater. But you know what I'm saying? That's what I meant, Mary.
It's definitely like worth watching. I think when I saw the reviews so high on Rotten Tomatoes, because they can be pretty rough on people, and the little bit of clips I saw, I was thinking it would be funnier than it was, and there might be more blood than there was, and there wasn't.
And David knows I've got something called a bloodlust. Okay,
I like funny blood.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't even know how we got on this topic. How did we even get on this topic? Were we talking about Miles Teller and an officer and a gentleman? Boy, we really went to town with this, didn't we? Okay. What time is it? I've kept y'all way too long. I'm very, very sorry. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and I don't know what we're going to be doing. I don't know. Friday night is for true crime. Dateline. Don't watch it alone. Wish we had advertisers. I really do. And then Dateline could advertise here. It'd be perfect. It would be absolutely perfect. Okay. Love you guys. Have a great day. We'll be back tomorrow. Bye, y'all.
See ya.